Hey everybody, this is Clint Arthur and welcome to 7 Steps to 7-Figure Financial Expert. This is for you if you are a financial advisor or an insurance advisor or a tax expert or a financial coach who provides one-on-one or group coaching, or if you are a financial industry related expert who sells information products or has events or training or services. And in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to show you how to raise your status, authority, and positioning into a 6-figure per month income, even if that number sounds totally massive to you right now. How to add an extra 6 or 7 figures to your existing financial practice by elevating your expert positioning, authority, and status. How to create expert positioning that drives consistent flows of high-ticket clients with predictability month after month, and how to increase your fees to a minimum of $5,000. Ideally, your fees should be $7,500 or $2,500. And as I wrote in the Wharton Business School book, What They Teach You at the Wharton Business School, my first best-selling book, at Wharton, they taught us that high price equals high quality. And really, the only type of business you should be in is a high price, high quality business. So I don't understand why anybody would not be a high price service provider or salesperson of high priced services. Now, in this presentation, you're going to learn everything you need to know so that you enjoy a $100,000 per month business or more, powered by financial leadership positioning instead of ineffective Me Too marketing. Now, here are the house rules for today's webinar. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not click buttons and make money. I don't believe in that. This is not how you fake being an expert to get customers. You have to be a genuine expert and have value to deliver for your clients. And if you've got that covered, I'm going to unlock the floodgates of business for you. But if not, I cannot help you. And right now, it's time for you to leave. My results and my clients' results are definitely not typical. People that you hear about in this presentation are extremely hardworking entrepreneurs who did what I told them and kept their commitments. Your results are up to you. Here is an official earnings disclaimer. I'm telling you, every effort has been made to accurately represent the products and service and its potential. In terms of earnings, there's no guarantee you're going to earn any money using techniques and ideas in this material or on this service. Information presented in this presentation is not to be interpreted as a promise of guarantee of earnings. Earning potential is entirely dependent on the person using our product ideas and techniques. It's all right there in black and white as it's required to be by law. Now, look, if this sounds like you, then this is really right for you. Sometimes money is pouring into your financial business, but it's not consistent. Do you start each month wondering where your next client is going to come from? Do you secretly know your work is worth more than you're getting, but you're scared that if you raise fees, people won't pick you? Or like you're the best kept secret? Does this sound like you? Do you see other people in your industry making big money and growing exponentially and wonder what are they doing that you're not doing? Are you working too hard in your business? Too many hours, too many activities, not having any fun, grinding and burning yourself out? Do you feel like your marketing should be a needle mover in your business success, but you know it's not because it's just boring Me Too marketing? Do you feel relief every time a new client picks you and you're less than excited by your profit margins? Do you feel like your income level is stuck and no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to break through your upper limits? The real problem is your Me Too marketing. It keeps you stuck with Me Too results instead of high profits flowing automatically from high status positioning as a financial leader. Once you are seen as a financial leader, you're going to gain complete control over who you accept as clients, how they work with you, and the fees you're able to extract. You're also going to generate clients on demand, predictably, month in and month out. And once you're seen as a financial leader, your practice becomes easy. It becomes much more profitable, more fun. You're going to have photos like this one from vacations you're going to take with your family or with your new girlfriend. And I know that this financial advisor is with his new girlfriend because this guy is my client, Mike Martinez, and that's a picture from his most recent financial advisor conference and vacation he took in Punta Mita, Mexico, with his new girlfriend.
Retired from Honda? I wrote the book on Honda's pension. You want to learn more? Give me a call. Man.
See, once you are seen as a financial leader, the glass ceiling on your income disappears and you're going to rocket straight through it instantly without needing to do more stuff. You're going to finally enjoy an invulnerable career that can generate $100,000 or more per month every single month. And you're going to get back the joy you had when you first started your practice with your first few clients before everything got so complicated, so robotic, and sucked the life out of you. Now, who am I? Well, I am the highest paid, fastest growing celebrity expert and leadership positioning mentor in the world. In the last 3 years, I've built a 7-figure consulting and mentoring practice that I run with my wife, Allie. We have 0 employees. We use just our cell phones and laptops to run our business. From homes that we own free and clear in New York City, Los Angeles, and from our suite at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel in Honolulu. Yes, that's what the water really looks like at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. We'll be going back there for our 4th year in a row this summer. I specialize in transforming financial advisors and experts into confident leaders who attract clients who are hungry to work with them every single day. And what you want and what I want for you is prospects coming to you with the attitude, I'm going to sign up with that guy if he will accept me as a client. And that's the high status leadership positioning that I create for my clients. Now, especially with affluent clientele, who you are is way more important than what you actually do. My favorite example of this is a very affluent person that I know. His wife broke her wrist. And he said, look, I knew I needed an operation for my wife's wrist. What I didn't know was who was gonna be the guy to do the operation. That's the way affluent people think. They're looking for the guy. And my goal is to make you the guy or the woman. I'm not just some guru who is singing his own praises.
And as a direct result of attending Clint Arthur's event, we have quadrupled our sales. In fact, in this quarter, 2017, we've already done more business this year than we did all of last year. So if you're wanting to take your business to the next level or your celebrity status to the next level, you got to get with Clint Arthur.
Kevin, how has this been working for you?
It's been a whirlwind since I met you this March. This year I doubled revenues and doubled profits.
Tell you what.
My business has grown leaps and bounds in the last year because of the celebrity status.
Really?
I mean, I could even quantify it in real dollars. I have easily made $250,000 to $300,000 more.
250 to 300,000 more. That was
We had, for the first time last year, 6 new clients who were from online sources. And before, we never had any online stuff. And so, again, those digital assets really pulling in with video and other things made a big difference. It has been huge. And we had to really figure out, okay, what does an introductory meeting look like when you don't have a warm lead in front of you? And we had to change up everything, and as a result of that, we are so much better on how we approach things in front of a new prospect.
Fantastic.
So that's because of you.
Thank you. And hey, look, it's because of me, and it's because of you implementing.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, that's like 300,000 low-hanging fruit right there.
Yeah, that's the kind of fruit I'm talking about. Here's Jeremy Matranga. Really appreciate this guy.
I just want to take a moment to thank you and Allie. This experience has actually transformed my life. You know, this has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just getting me outside of myself helping me make more money. I'm starting to truly see the benefits of this whole system, and really, most importantly, the love and caring that you guys have for us. I can't even put that into words. Thank you.
2 years ago, I hired Clint to get me to Harvard, and he did, and it like delivered me like a tenfold return on the money that I spent. Because here's the thing: you think you know what you know, okay? And I'm an alpha guy, right? I have my own decisions made, and I do it my way. But the truth is, you don't know what you don't know. And in this business, Clint Arthur, for PR, he knows a lot more than I do. And dude, he's opened up the world. And it's just, I'm here at NASDAQ. I just spoke at NASDAQ. I was on the Jumbotron. Guess who made that happen? Clint Arthur. That's who you need to be following, Clint Arthur.
Look, I've helped more than 400 experts get speaking engagements at Harvard and at NASDAQ, as reported in by the Wall Street Journal. And it's all about financial leadership positioning. How do you get that? Well, there's 7 steps of status that produce for you a 7-figure income from being seen as a financial leader by your customers and prospects. See, that's the whole key. You have to have your customers and prospects seeing you that way. The first step is signature stories, being a storyteller. Storytelling is marketing, and I've told this story at events for the Entrepreneurship Club of Harvard Business School multiple times. Now, people ask me, how did your whole obsession with status and raising your status begin? Well, it began when I was 14 years old and I read about the Wharton Business School in a novel. And I made up my mind that I was going to go to the Wharton Business School. I thought, man, maybe if I could achieve something amazing like that, go to the best business school in the world, then maybe my parents would stop arguing so much. Well, I went to the Wharton Business School and I graduated with a 4.0 GPA in my entrepreneurship major, and then I went back home to my parents' apartment on the 18th floor of this building in Midtown Manhattan. And what happens? My parents get into the biggest argument of all time. My dad storms out of the house and slams the door. And I turned to my mom and I said, you know, Mom, the way he resents you all these years, have you been cheating on Dad? And I'm sitting there on the couch that I've sat on a million times in my life because it's where I grew up. And I'm thinking, what have I become? What kind of smart aleck kid asks his own mother a question like that? Rude question. And then I'm thinking, why ain't she answering the question? And then she says, he's not your real father. Your real father was a doctor at the fertility clinic, and you look just like him. Now imagine how you would feel if everything you thought you knew about who you were in an instant just went poof. Not only didn't I know who I was anymore, I sure as heck didn't know what I wanted to be anymore. So I called up the investment bank on the 87th floor of number 1 World Trade Center and I said, no thanks guys, I'm not going to take your offer to become an investment banker. I'm going to move out to Hollywood and start going on auditions and writing screenplays and trying to figure out who I am. Well, this is what 13 years of chasing the Hollywood dream looks like. Yeah, that's me. I was the Wharton taxi driver. My dad's friends used to mercilessly make fun of him about that. And boy, I did some hell of a job on my own mind too. And really what I learned looking back on this whole episode is the most important lesson in business. And that is who you are is more important than what you actually do or sell. Now, especially in Hollywood, this is true. Here I was trying to break into Hollywood where who you are is more important than anything. And I didn't get that. And that's what cost me 13 years of my life. That's my story. The second step you got to climb is you have to learn and practice how to tell your story. I have built my 7-figure information marketing business by paying to speak. That's right, 7 figures. So I think that would put me in the top 5% of all the earners in the National Speakers Association.
No, probably in the top 1%.
Okay. So thank you very much. I got chills down my spine from hearing you say that. That's one of my mentors, Joel Weldon. And Joel is a very interesting person. He is a former construction worker who turned down a 4-year college scholarship because he thought he just wasn't smart enough to go to college. And he's living proof of the power of one idea, when acted upon, to transform your life. For over 40 years, Joel has been one of the most highly respected and sought after keynote speakers in North America. And he's the only speaker to have earned all 4 of the highest honors in the speaking profession: the Golden Gavel for profound impact on corporate America, the Communication and Leadership Award, induction into the Speakers Hall of Fame, and in 2006, he was named a legend of the speaking profession. He is a legend. And I learned from him, really, how speaking is an acquired skill that you must pursue, develop, and learn how to do. And no one just starts out as a great speaker. There are all kinds of skills that you have to learn, and you need to start learning them if you're ever going to make progress.
Hey, Ed Bensinger here. Second time at VIP speaker training. I can't wait for tomorrow at NASDAQ. And I will be back for a third because you just learned so much more.
Hi, this is Chris Fair. I'm an investment advisor from Springfield, Illinois, and I can't tell you how impactful the VIP speaker training from Clint Arthur has been on me and my practice. I've learned so much on how to become a better communicator, not just in my business, but probably in my entire life. I know that it will be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in my career and will help me with the clients that I've previously not been able to attain.
Chris Fair, very smart guy. He knows that being a better communicator is going to make him more money.
Man, VIP speaker training in New York with Clint makes you feel like you can do anything.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, boy, when you are able to communicate with power as a speaker, you really do gain all kinds of confidence about your ability to come in and influence people and change the world.
Extreme speaker training in New York, and this class has solved my lifetime insecurities. I'm not being good enough. I'm now worthy of the vote I always wanted.
All right! It was a very cool story he told us, because he told us when he was a little kid he wanted a little toy boat, and his mother wouldn't buy it for him, and it always made him feel like he wasn't good enough. And then we went on this speaker training. We were on a boat, and they gave him a replica of the boat. Like, they just gave it to him. And it really did break down his lifelong insecurities and allow him to transcend. And that's really the goal of all the work that I do with my clients. So much of the progress takes place in between your own ears. Step 3, you need to arrange to speak somewhere prestigious. Now, I have shared this message at West Point with the leaders of our nation's future. And in this photo here, you see me on the stage with Apollo 11 astronaut Buzz Aldrin, who I had the privilege to share the stage with that day. This whole part about speaking somewhere prestigious is based on the fact that where you speak changes how people receive your message. And it allows you to create some really powerful marketing assets. Like, for example, this image of Grant Cardone marketing his meet and greet in East LA features a photograph of him speaking at NASDAQ. And I thought to myself, what does NASDAQ have to do with East LA? Nothing. But there he is with the microphone speaking. You could see that he's speaking to an audience at NASDAQ. Well, you assume that he's speaking to an audience. This would be a better photo if there was audience in it. But the fact that he's speaking at NASDAQ with that speaker's microphone on shows you that he is a high status speaker and leader.
Hey, this is Mikhail Jessen with National Corporate Credit. I just want to put out a shout out to Clint Arthur with $1 Million Business Accelerator. As you can see in the background, we're here at NASDAQ and it's fast money. And Clint is the man at getting you on stages with some of the most professional business associates and celebrities. So I highly recommend NASDAQ Celebrity Appearance with Clint Arthur.
Once you've got the prestigious appearance, then you need the great video. You got to get that great video. I had a friend of mine who I called up recently, and he said, "Hey, I was thinking about you, Clint. I spoke at Harvard last week." And I said, "Oh man, send me a link to the video. I really would love to see that video." Guys, the producers of these events are notorious for never ever giving you a video. What is a great video? What's involved in a great video? Well, first of all, I believe a great video is less than 5 minutes long because nobody wants to watch anything longer than 5 minutes. Then it has to be a HD broadcast quality 3-camera video that's professionally edited, having great sound. Great sound is so important and so difficult to get. And you need to have all the rights to use it. So let me show you an example of what I consider to be a great video. With a Wharton MBA and membership in Forbes Real Estate Council, the host of Real Investors Talk Radio is America's real estate mentor, Mr. Sherman Ragland.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very bad news for you. Well, that is how Dr. David Marchand, the dean of the music school at Towson State University, started that meeting in the spring of 1981, when he brought all of the music majors into his office to explain that the state of Maryland was having some severe budget constraints and 15 high school band teachers were about to get whacked, and none of us was going to get a job when we graduated. Well, that was a big time problem for me because, you see, I was that fat, chunky kid with the Coke bottle glasses who never got picked for the sports teams. In fact, I started playing tuba in junior high school to deal with my asthma, and music was my safe refuge. That was the place I actually felt safe. And I began telling people from the youngest age, I'm going to be a high school band teacher. Well, in one day, it all went up in flames.
Now, this is my good friend Sherman Ragland, fellow Wharton graduate. And as you see, we got great sound, professional editing, 3 cameras, great lighting, under 5 minutes long.
Whether you are a speaker, you want to be a speaker, you've got some experience speaking, this is the most amazing experience you'll ever have. I tell you more details, but then I'd have to kill you. But seriously though, Clint and Allie, man, they're like peanut butter and jelly. They know their stuff. You're thinking about doing it, stop thinking about it and do it.
So who produces these great videos? The woman in this picture is the producer of our great videos. This is my darling wife, Allie. She has worked with everybody in the world of motion pictures and television. I mean, in this photo, we just happen to be hanging out with the Rolling Stones, but professionally, Allie has worked with George Lucas, the Academy Award-winning producer of Star Wars and Indiana Jones franchises. Here she is with Academy Award winner John Lasseter, the Chief Creative Officer of Pixar and Disney Animation Studios, who directed the hit movies Toy Story, Cars, and Bug's Life. Here she is with her longtime collaborator, Academy Award-winning director and producer Jim Cameron, who created probably one of your favorite movies, Terminator 2. And Allie worked on Terminator 2. She was the visual effects supervisor on that film. You know how the T-1000 would turn into liquid? That was part of what she created for that film. She also worked on other movies with Jim Cameron. Allie is the secret power behind all of our videos that we produce for our clients and you getting a great video. She was chair of the Producers Guild of America New Media Council for 4 years. She knows everybody. Everybody loves Allie, and she's the reason why you're going to get great videos. The 5th step in this process is to brag about your high status speaking opportunity correctly. It's very important that you do it correctly. And when you participate in a high status speaking opportunity, you get immediate bragging rights. What does that mean? That means as soon as you get the gig, you get to say, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to be speaking at NASDAQ on December 2nd. And I'm really thrilled that they selected me and invited me to come there and share my message, etc., etc., etc. Then you also get what I call forever bragging rights. For example, you could say to a prospect, look, Mr. Prospect, 17 years ago when I spoke at NASDAQ, I was 100% convinced that this was a powerful strategy. And since that day, I've put more than 1,000 clients with high net worth through this exact investment protocol. And I'm even more convinced that this is exactly the right thing to solve your problem. That's forever bragging rights. See, anytime you are having a conversation with a customer or a prospect, you need to be properly bragging about speaking in a prestigious place, because proper bragging is marketing.
Well, it's just been a little over a month since my speech at NASDAQ, and since then, we've already signed one deal with the clients for just over $2,000 a month, and our contract deals usually last 36 months to 5 years, and we've got another one in the pipeline who's hired us to do an assessment of their network because they saw our post and said, hey, you're the guy, we need to talk. It's the most liked post, it's the most shared, it's the most viewed, and I've had people I don't even know that have gone ahead and shared that out further across the network. And I've actually landed another 3 speaking engagements based on that social media with membership organizations. They want me to come in and speak to their membership.
6th step to achieve a 7-figure financial expert career is testimonials. And I know you're saying, wait, Clint, testimonials? We can't have testimonials. Compliance won't let us have testimonials. Well, how would you like to have testimonials? How would you like to be one of the few financial advisors who is able to bust through the compliance restriction of no testimonials? I know how to do it. It's by having an outside business activity of being a speaker. Speaker testimonials equate to financial leadership. You're going to have a testimonial about you as a speaker like this.
Hey, this is Clint Arthur. I had the privilege of seeing Mike Martinez speak for the entrepreneurship students at Harvard Business School this year with Suzanne Summers, and a speaker on the topic of retirement planning and pension planning. What a genius that guy is on those topics. As a speaker, I've never, ever had more fun listening to those topics than I did this year at Harvard. Thanks, Mike.
What's compliance going to say about that? What could they possibly say about that? It's not about his strategies. It's about him as a speaker. That's how you're going to get testimonials that position you as a genius in the eyes of your customers and prospects. And then the 7th step is to invest in mentorship and learn from somebody who is still actually doing what you're doing. Now, look, if you were going to be in Moscow for one night, would you try to find all the cool tourist sites yourself with nobody to guide you? I wouldn't. That's the guide I hired when Allie and I had one night in Moscow. See, we went to see the Rolling Stones in the Netherlands and ended up taking a flight that gave us a one-night layover in Moscow. And I wanted to go see everything. I wanted to make sure that we got all the cool pictures. Really, this is exactly equivalent to your decision in terms of working your way into a 7-figure financial expert positioning. Why would you try to stumble your way into that without a mentor who has made it happen for himself and for others? When you really want to get the photos that you really want to have because they're high status and because you can use them in your marketing, and you really don't want to screw it up and you don't have any time to waste, and you don't want to waste money by having to go and do it over and over and over, you just want to do it once the right way, well, then you have to have a guide or a mentor. And believe me when I tell you, there's a shortcut and an easier way. It's with mentorship from somebody who has a guaranteed done for you system and who's actually done it and is still doing it.
Hey, I'm Navy Dowdy. This is my 3rd event with Clint. They get better every time. If you're thinking about doing this, just do it.
I would highly recommend that you sign up for NASDAQ. I was not going to come, but I made it here anyway, and it was one of the best events I have ever been to.
Hey, I just finished Clint Arthur's NASDAQ experience. I had my picture on the Jumbotron. I gave a speech at the NASDAQ exchange. It was magical, but of course that's what you would expect from Clint Arthur. And you should sign up right now because it is a wonderful experience and will give you a great return on your investment.
So yeah, I was speaking with a client, a prospect, and I actually, it was a $3,100 a month, 36-month contract, and they signed about an hour after when I was saying I was speaking at the NASDAQ. So thanks NASDAQ, thanks Clint.
At this point, you have 2 choices. You can go the road less traveled, which is to invest in yourself, or you can go the way most people are going to go in their lives, looking for the easy way where they can just bumble along. See, if you could try to do this for yourself, and you would probably waste hundreds of thousands of dollars figuring this stuff out, getting frustrated and burning up 3 to 10 years of your life. I'm sure you're a very smart person. But alternatively, you could just let me do it for you. All you have to do is show up at NASDAQ and talk for 5 minutes, and everything gets done for you. And if you're smart and you take option 2 and you let me do this for you, here's what you're going to get 100% guaranteed. Now, within the first week, I'm going to train you exactly how to brag about speaking at NASDAQ so that you can start making money from it immediately. Then in the second week, you're going to get on a one-on-one call with me, and I'm going to create your signature story and your $25,000 elevator speech. In the third week, you start rehearsing and deploying your signature story on your customers and prospects and your $25,000 elevator speech and turning prospects into new clients. Within the fourth week, we have your story selling technique making you money. And that's just month number 1. If this sounds like you and you want to skyrocket your business income to over $100,000 a month, then you should apply now. And when you apply, you're going to talk to a member of my team for about 30 minutes and determine if this is a good fit for you to use this proven marketing package to increase your revenues by $100,000 plus per month this year. And this call is probably going to be one of the most valuable half hours you spend working on your business this year. If you're ready to apply now, you're super smart. You're going to get all the bonuses, and you're going to apply at statusfactory.com. Now, who is this for? It's for financial advisors and related industry experts currently in business making money. If you sell consulting, done-for-you services, info products, one-on-one group coaching, experts who know you're good at what you do and believe you can become the leader in your marketplace, earning a high 6 or even 7-figure income, people who love to help others and value results above everything. And this is really for you if you understand that it's vital that you need to have skin in the game. I believe there's 2 types of people in the world, especially today. People with skin in the game and people without skin in the game. And I don't know how these people with no skin in the game live with themselves. Now, you're going to get all kinds of financial expert and financial leadership positioning assets, including priceless photos and videos that will be a money-making milestone in your career forever, positioning you above your customers, prospects, and competition. And you're going to do that by speaking at NASDAQ's podium in New York City for 5 minutes. And you're going to end up with photos like these, and you're going to have all rights to the photos and the videos. I would say that's a value of $25,000. If you wanted to try to put this together by yourself, good luck doing it for $25,000. And getting a 3-camera video and full rights to use it, good luck producing that for $25,000. You're also going to get your marketing image 75 feet tall on the Jumbotron. I'm going to give you photos of you standing in front of it. That is a priceless marketing asset. But let's assign a value to it of $25,000. If you wanted to create that opportunity for yourself, it would probably cost you $25,000. At our events, we have 40 high net worth individuals in attendance, and I'm going to give you the complete attendee contact directory. That's got to be worth $25,000 to you, easily. And you're going to network and mastermind with those people. I'm assigning a value of $7,500 because I've been in masterminds similar to this where they charge you $7,500 for a meeting like this one. But even at those masterminds, you don't get any marketing assets from it. You just get to attend and hang out with the people. I'm still going to assign only that $7,500 value to that. Then I'm going to train you on how to maximize your NASDAQ ROI. That is a series of monthly webinars. You're entitled to attend 12 of these webinars on how to maximize your ROI from your prestige speaking opportunity. And I'll assign a value of $2,500 to those webinars. Bragging rights immediately and forever. Hey man, you heard Will talking about how he just enrolled a new client for $100 and something thousand when he told them that he was going to be speaking at NASDAQ. So putting this $25,000 value on that is really conservative. And then a testimonial. Hey, you can't have testimonials right now, but if you did have a testimonial, don't you think it could earn you $25,000 over the next couple of years? If you had one talking about how brilliant you were when you spoke at NASDAQ, add up all of these guaranteed deliverables, and you get a value in excess of $160,000. But let's be more conservative, shall we? Let's ask the question, how much is one new client worth to you? Is it worth $6,000 per year? That's a number that I hear a lot when I go to financial advisor conferences. So let's be really conservative and say that if you could get one new client per year because of your 5 minutes at the NASDAQ podium with a high net worth audience, could that get you one new client and be worth $6,000? If you had a video working for you on YouTube and on your website all year long, could that pull in an extra client for you? Probably. How about photos of you and your book 75 feet tall on the NASDAQ Times Square Jumbotron, like Scott Beck, who landed that new client at $2,000 a month for 3 to 5 years. Just like that, from the social media posts. So let's assign one client per year for that. If you had the complete attendee directory, like 39 other high net worth individuals who all got to see you speak at NASDAQ, and you worked it, and you had networked and masterminded with them all day long for 2 days, don't you think you could pull one new client out of that group? How about just the networking and masterminding experience alone? During those 2 days of working the room, don't you think you could pull a new client? How about my celebrity entrepreneur training, the webinars on how to maximize your NASDAQ ROI? I assure you, I'm going to give you way more than just one money-making idea in there. But don't you think that attending a year's worth of these webinars is going to enable you to get one new client? I surely do. And then your bragging rights immediately and forever. Will Nobles, he was able to pull a client just from bragging about speaking at NASDAQ. And then what about the testimonials? If you had a testimonial, you'd be able to pull at least one client a year out of that. So our new conservative value of all of these guaranteed deliverables is $48,000.
Clint Arthur and Ali Savage changed my life. I'm reaching the top of the top. Creme de la creme. Thank you so much for everything.
And what are people saying?
And the people are wondering how I have reached such a potential for such a short time. I'm very, very privileged and very lucky. Thank you.
High status leadership positioning will rocket your career to the next level. And you really should be going to statusfactory.com because the NASDAQ boardroom only seats 40 people. The availability is limited by that boardroom. And I am going to start a countdown clock right now. It's going to pop up on your screen. If you want all of these bonuses, you need to apply right now before the timer expires, or else you're going to lose all of the fast action bonuses. All I want you to do is apply for one of these spots. You're crazy if you don't at least apply, because the value of $48,000, this is not going to even require you to invest close to $48,000. And here come the bonuses. Number one, I'm going to craft your signature story for you. The value of that is priceless.
You know, somebody once told me, if you don't know what to say, tell a story. And that somebody was Clint Arthur. So I get up to the podium and I said, Judge, I'm going to tell you a story. And I proceed to tell him a story about my client, facts and things that would never come into the courtroom into evidence. And I painted her in such a way that she was such a victim, and there may have been a little exaggeration on that. And the judge kind of moved forwards in his chair, like, now I'm kind of interested in this case. So after I finished talking and telling the story, we go outside, and Berkowitz runs up to me during the break and he says, Vince, that's bullshit. That Jedi mind shit, that's not gonna work. Well, we go back into the courtroom after the break, and the judge says, you know, I'm kind of siding with Mr. Davis on this. And we go back and forth during the settlement conference. And Berkowitz told me, you know, I came here to offer you $10,000. At the end of the settlement, they gave us 1.1. Okay, this is my probably fourth or fifth event with Clint and Allie. This is probably one of the best events that I've taken. And you know, each time that I come to these events, I learn something more. When I thought maybe, well, I don't need to take any more seminars from Clint. There's nothing else for me to learn. But every goddamn time, he teaches me new things. Thank you, Clint. I appreciate it.
The second fast action bonus you're going to get is my 1-day live training on 7-figure speaker secrets. I'm going to reveal to you all the lowest hanging fruit of the things I do in my performance and in my marketing to make my money.
Hi, I'm Navy Dowdy. Second time at VIP speaker training. Last time I thought I got a lot out of it. This time it's even better. If you're thinking about doing this, just do it. You'll make a lot of money.
I'm Jim Hefner. I'm a financial advisor, and I just did Clint's NASDAQ event, just speaking at NASDAQ. And, you know, there's so much to say about Clint and his programs. One is the training I've got from Clint has been better than anything I've ever seen anywhere else. The detail that I've gotten that's helped me in a big way to be a better speaker. I couldn't say more about that. The opportunity to speak at NASDAQ and to be recognized as someone who has spoken there and to have my book on the Jumbotron in Times Square, just amazing. So spend your money wisely, spend it here, get the training, get the exposure.
The third bonus you're going to get for taking fast action and applying right now, and you can go apply right now, you should so you don't miss out, is a 20-second NASDAQ Jumbotron Times Square commercial. In addition to having your book on the Jumbotron, you're going to get a video like this.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt Chansey. I'm a certified financial planner, and I'm here at the NASDAQ today, and we're talking about my new book, The Tax Playbook, How the 1% Win the Money Game. So if it's not about what you earn, it's about what you keep at the end of the day. So if you want to reduce your taxes, here's the book for you.
The fifth fast action bonus you're going to get is I'm going to craft your $25,000 elevator speech. Now, why do I call it a $25,000 speech?
$25,000 was my investment to present to you for 1 minute today, so please pay attention to this message. The Wharton Business School did not teach me this message or this idea, and as a result, I spent 6 years driving a taxi. If you are selling a product or service that is similar or equal to your competition, who you are is way more important than what you actually do. Over the past 7 years, I've been focusing on becoming a bigger who in the eyes of customers and prospects, and have helped more than 1,000 authors, speakers, coaches, and advisors to raise their status in the eyes of customers and prospects. For you guys, I have the most genius opportunity. It's all done for you. Come to New York City, spend 5 minutes speaking at the NASDAQ podium, get a great video. We make you 75 feet tall on the NASDAQ Jumbotron, done for you. I'm Clint Arthur.
See, I'm going to create for you a 1-minute elevator speech that would be worthy of you investing 25 grand to put it in front of a large audience like I did at a recent Excel conference. The fifth fast action bonus is photos of you speaking at the Harvard Club of New York City. Hey, how much would it be worth for you to be able to attach Harvard to your personal brand as a bonus as part of this package? Just like Kim Curtis, you heard her talking about the $300,000 of low-hanging fruit. Here she is at the Harvard Club. How do you know it's Harvard? Look at that logo right above the podium. That is an unmistakable Harvard logo. And how valuable could this be for you?
I'm Manuel Fabriker with collegeplanningabc.com. I'm actually one of Clint Arthur's students, and I spoke at the Business Expert Forum at Harvard. I'm here to tell you that I have made a ton of money working with Clint and Allie, and I've made over 6 figures just by going to Harvard. It pays for itself and then some. So if you're even looking to make another 6 figures on top of what you're making already, you have to go to see Clint Arthur. I'll guarantee you, you're gonna get instant results and you're gonna get booked right away.
Hey, my Harvard event is already sold out for this year. and I don't have another one coming up for a long time. That's why we're throwing in this Harvard photo bonus opportunity as part of the fast action bonuses. And the final fast action bonus is photos of you on the set of CNBC's Fast Money. You saw Mikhail talking about it earlier. There's the photo you're going to get of you on the set, and that's a special bonus. Now, let's say we assigned just $6,000 to each one of these bonuses. That's a total value of bonuses in excess of $36,000. So what I want you to do is apply now to get everything, all of it, the whole entire package. Just the regular deliverables are worth $48,000 conservatively. The bonuses are worth $36,000. The total value of this package is easily in excess of $84,000. And you are going to invest $9,995 or 6 installments of $19.95. Go to statusfactory.com, fill out the application now. You must apply now or else you will lose all the fast action bonuses. I'm Clint Arthur. I'm looking forward to working with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the podium and on the Jumbotron of NASDAQ and helping you create your 7-figure financial expert positioning and career.